guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited about this video because I actually used to do my makeup like this, like back in the day, and it's just become a trend again, which I am buzzing for because this makeup look is so timeless. And also, like, let's just chat about how makeup has literally evolved. Like, it's all about like the blush and natural skin, but also we're incorporating that in the latte makeup. I am doing the latte makeup for you guys today. Super exciting. It's all over my TikTok at the moment. It just looks so nice and fresh and natural. I'm also very excited because I've got green eyes, and every person that I've seen who's done this like latte makeup look with green eyes has been so good. And obviously I haven't done it in a while, so as you guys know, my makeup has changed so much into like a blushy, like, I used to hate blush. I literally used to hate blush, and now like I wear it every day, so this is going to be definitely different for me. If you have come from my TikTok, because I know, well, I'm filming my TikTok now, and obviously I haven't showed the products in my TikTok video. If you're coming from that just to see it a little bit more in depth, thank you so much. Just really appreciate it. Yeah, hope you enjoy, guys. From the little pictures that I'm gonna pop on the screen for you now, brows are like kind of a big focus just because it's really natural, so I feel like they need to be bushy and big. So I'm gonna use the Refi Beauty for this. Not my first choice though. It is a good product, but it's not my favorite. My Got To Be glue has run out, but I'm gonna bush my eyebrows up with this, and I will be back because it does take quite a while, and you probably already know the drill with this one, so I'll be back. Guys, I'm gonna have to shut this window even though it's really hot. Can you hear the chicks outside? If you didn't know already, I literally have baby pigeons outside on my balcony, but just appreciate the difference between my eyebrows right now. Sensational. As well as using the Refi Brow Sculpt, I actually did go in with the Misguided Brow What You Doing pen. I actually haven't used this in a while, but it just makes sure that you have like some natural brow stroke. These looking really good. Okay, now going on to face, the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops, and I'm actually gonna mix it in with the Ultra Face Cream, but I'm gonna use the SPF. I just feel like it's very appropriate. It's like a bronzy look. It's like a summer bronzy look. And also I am going out today, so it does make sense. I'm gonna apply this to the back of my hand, rub it in with my finger, and basically just dot it around my face. The Fenty Beauty Ease Drops got in shade 14. They are a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like when I mix it with like moisturizers, it kind of like dilutes the color a little bit and just makes it a little bit more better. I have already prepped my skin as well, just like basically doing my normal skincare routine. I'm gonna blend this in with a beauty blender as well, just because I feel like I'm using the skin tint because it's like a light coverage. I'd rather it be a light coverage for this kind of look, because in the photos you cannot, why did I just go Australian? In the photo, you can see like people's freckles and things coming through, so I feel like it's very appropriate to do that. And I'm using the Made by Mitchell beauty sponge to pat this in. This is my favorite beauty sponge. I literally love it. As you can see, you can still see all of my pimples and stuff coming through. I want that. Okay, I'm a pimple queen. I've never mixed them two products, and even though it was SPF, it actually mixed really well. I love Kiehl's. Kiehl's is like my favorite skincare brand ever. That's literally blended out so nice. It's just given me a little bit more like, not even coverage, just like some glowy, bronzy glow, which I'm loving. That is going to be my new favorite thing, and also it has SPF in it as well, which just makes it 10 times better, and my skin is just so glowy. It literally looks like I've got nothing on, which is what we want. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Instead of like contouring my face, I'm gonna pop this on just in like the contoured areas. I have this in the shade 5 Medium Tan, so it's definitely gonna give me like a bronze look. But as you can see, it's a super nice little bronzing shade. I'm gonna pop some on my nose as well, and like my chin. Blending it out with a beauty blender. I feel like beauty blenders just basically help everything, like all the products on your face already just like merge together. Bring the excess that's on my sponge already just onto my lids like that. Okay, I am still going to keep the skin really fresh, but I am going to conceal, of course. I'm going to use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. If you don't know, get to know. I feel like everyone knows though. But I am like fairly new to this trend, you know. I feel like everyone has things before me. But this is, Jesus Christ, the best concealer ever. I have it in the shade Ultra Creamy, guys. And I'm basically just going to apply it really lightly underneath my eyes and just to lift my face a little bit. And I feel like with concealer placement, guys, it's really important where you put it, because this is literally your chance to like change your face shape if you want to. Just do whatever feels most natural to you and what you've always done, because clearly it's working for you. And what I like to do is basically open my face here as well. I usually do take it under there, but I'm not going to today because I don't really want the big contoured effect. I have blended it out in this side for the TikTok, and I'm going to show you how I blend it out, because it is actually quite like a specific thing, you know, like you've got to keep the concealer in place. So with the under eyes, guys, just make sure that you keep it in place like this. So like dab it in place, make sure that you get your coverage in the place where you pop the concealer in the first place, because you need coverage there, and then disperse the product. I feel like every time I speak about it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm giving advice to people, but actually I do. I did like 4 years of makeup uni and it's my life, so I do know what I'm doing. And then I bring it up to the sides of my nose with the access of the sponge as well, because obviously you do have access on your sponge. So this is your time, access on my sponge. I'll just quickly do that so it's not like a harsh line like I'd usually go for if I'm going out. I'm just gonna add some more bronziness to the look, because I feel like after the concealer, I always feel like this, like after you pop like concealer on or blush on, it gets rid of like the bronziness, and I love being a bronzy little queen. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have this in the shade Maple, and I've honestly had this for so long and it's so nice, but you literally need the tiniest bit ever. So I'm just gonna dot this around my face, literally like the little tiny bit, and then I'm gonna blend it out with the Peaches and Cream brush. The number has actually gone off this, but this is the one that it looks like. It's my favorite brush ever. It's really dense and really nice because you can have a lot of control with this brush, so definitely grab yourself one of these. These are so good. See what I mean by you need like the literally the tiniest bit ever, but it's really good because I'm not using blush today. If I was using blush, I'd probably replace this step with blush. Doing this makeup look is definitely going to make me like set myself in my old ways, because I used to be obsessed with doing stuff like this, and now like makeup's evolved and we've got like new products and stuff on the market, which just makes the makeup look so much better. Is really addicting. Okay, with the nose, I think I'm just going to move the product with my finger first to get the excess product off, because otherwise it might just be a little bit messy. Then continue doing that actually. I kind of make it up as I go and then blend it out with the brush, but kind of tap it instead of swiping. Okay, I went a bit wild on the nose. I'm just making sure that my nose has like got that straight line and kind of like snatched, as you say, just by popping a little bit more of the Tarte Shape Tape on either side. This is a part that I hate because I love being so glowy. And obviously when you powder, I've actually noticed that most of these pictures have like skin texture, so that's why I didn't really do much priming or anything, because so I'm really gonna like light powder. I'm not gonna bake or anything, but I'm gonna use the YSL powder. I've got this in the shade 03. I've not used this for a while, and I just found it in my makeup collection and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna use this as well because it's not translucent, it's actually like a colour. Whoa. So it's got a little bit of pigment to it. I use this brush quite a lot for powder, so I'm gonna pick a little tiny bit up, a really small bit, and just disperse it underneath my eyes. And before I do that, guys, I am gonna get rid of the creases underneath my eyes with the little beauty blender, and then we're gonna go in. Look how blurred that is. I'm obsessed. So I'm basically just popping it where, like exactly where I put the concealer, so like up here as well, but I am just gonna leave this area because I obviously am going to use bronzer as well, but also I'm going to keep it really nice and naturally glowy. And see how I'm pressing it in and I'm not swiping? So basically just help not like disturb the makeup underneath, because obviously we've used so many creamy products. And then my chin. Oh my god, that is so good. I am so happy. I literally just found this in my drawer and I was like, I have to use it. It is literally magic. And then a little bit under my jaw as well. Nothing too extreme. The forehead. I just feel like that's the biggest difference, and see how you still get the nice glow. Now we are really lightly powdered. I'm gonna move on to bronzer. A TikTok, I don't know whether it's a TikTok brand. Obviously it's not a TikTok brand, otherwise it wouldn't be a brand, but it is I think it's a new brand. But I did get it off TikTok, guys. It's called Bella Mianta. It's their bronzer. I really like it because it really gives like some nice coverage, and I feel like it's got a sheen to it as well. But I'm gonna pick this up on a Morphe E4 brush. It's like an angled brush, and just lightly dab that onto the skin. It's really nice, and I feel like it really gives like an airbrush effect without like mattifying it. Obviously we're gonna do like a bronzy eye look, but I feel like having like a nice base in cohesive with the face and stuff, I feel like it's really nice. I'm actually gonna take this collection bronzer, and it's actually like a shimmer bronzer. I have used it on TikTok before, but I've only used it once, and I did like it, but I remember not liking it on my forehead. So I'm just gonna target it in the areas where obviously I bronzed, and let's just see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna like it, but also I just don't use stuff like this. Oh yeah, you can just see like a tiny bit of shimmer. I actually do like that, but I'm just gonna keep it very minimal. Okay, now the base is basically done. Now the base is nearly done. It just needs finishing touches. I am gonna move on to the eyes. I'm gonna be using the exact same palettes I used to do this makeup with in like years ago. They're probably out of date. I don't really know when shadows do go out of date, but they're the Morphe palettes. We love a good Morphe palette, especially if it's like a bronzy one. This one is the 35M palette, and then this one that I have is the 25D palette. I remember rinsing this so much, and I didn't even hit pan, I don't think. Okay, hit pan on one. This one just looks like this, and I'm gonna be using like the shimmers in this one because wowie. And then with this one, I'm just gonna, obviously all of these colors are basically like matte colors, so they're going to be really nice. So obviously do like the transitional shades and stuff, so let's get into it. Buzz in. But I think I'm going to start with this color. It's like an in-between bronzy and orange color, but it's still like warm tone, just like this. And I'm gonna make like an oval shape, and then like wing it out at the end, and then like wing it out, if you can see. I always bring it into the center here because I feel like it basically just brings everything together really nicely. And if you've contoured your nose, it helps with little swirlies, and then bringing it into the center. When you're doing that, that's like the product placement, and then just like wing it out like this. That's probably the easiest way that I can describe how to get this like blowed out effect. Because obviously you're packing on the product when you're doing this motion, but when you're obviously blending it out, guys, it's the excess on your brush that's gonna make it seamless. I think that was great. That was a great explanation. Thank you. Round of applause. I'm gonna darken the crease up really, really lightly because I'm kind of liking how this like blowed out effect looks. But I'm gonna darken it up a tiny, tiny bit, potentially using this one. I don't know why I said potentially, because I am. But the first shade, just make sure the first shade is a little bit more blown out. That's how you're gonna get that effect. And then obviously go back in with the previous little brush that you used for the first shade and blend that all out together. I'm loving it. I think it's either out of that one and that one, but I might actually just mix them because I can't choose. This one's a little bit more the latte look, and that's probably just gonna give it a bit more of a pop. So what I might do actually is I'm just gonna take this on my finger. It's really pigmented. I'm kind of scared. Dab a little bit off on the back of my hand because I'm kind of scared. Place it just on my lid. Oh my god, I love this. Look at it. Oh my god, I really like that on its own, to be honest. I think that looks really nice. And again, I'm really not being like precise with this. I'm literally just gonna take it up and round, basically. That looks so good. Okay, before I pop any mascara on or finishing touches, I'm gonna just spray my face with the Super Dewy Revolution setting spray. This is just gonna make everything really dewy. I'm actually gonna use the Max Factor 2-in-1. I love this. So this is like the lengthening side to this mascara, and then when you twist it, guys, it goes to like the thickening, like thick mascara wand, which is so cool, and also it works so nicely. And I basically use the thickening side to the twisty bit right at the root, and then like pull it so it gives a little bit more thickness to the root, and then I use the lengthening side, and oh my god. On the images though, guys, they don't really have that big of lash, so I'm just gonna do it on my top lash just to make it look a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna do some finishing touches with my freckle pen, guys. So this is a misguided freckle pen. I basically just like dot them really, really randomly and then disperse them with my finger. I'm just gonna basically keep them more on my nose so they look a bit natural. So I'm just gonna use the Makeup Talk by Morphe. This is actually a new favorite lip liner of mine. I did have my lips done, so I don't even have to overline, which is literally so excited for me. So I literally just basically keep in the natural. They're literally filled, haven't they? But that's basically what I do. And a quick tip for you guys, if you have still got the Refy Beauty, but obviously the lip pencil, basically mine's nearly all gone, I still use this bit because it keeps your lip liner on literally all day. It's literally a godsend. And I just basically pop it on like this and rub it in with my fingers. Now I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss. I've actually got this in the shade Prelane, I think. But I'm going to use it because it's like a little latte colour, which is cute. And just pop this on, and then I'm literally done. I've just changed my lip shade because I feel like the NYX one had like a little bit of a purple tinge to it, so I've kept the Morphe liner, but I've actually switched to more of like a pink lip gloss. So this is the Essence one. I'm not really sure what shade it is, but it's just like a nice pinky natural gloss, and I think it goes so much better. She's taken the headband off, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I absolutely loved filming it, and I love the outcome. This trend is definitely my favorite yet. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you.